Good morning from Bend, Oregon, friends. I just had a great night's sleep with a friend who recently got an apartment here. So Charlie, thank you if you're watching this. Very much appreciated after the 9.5 hour long drive yesterday to have a place to rest before today, because I am heading to U-Haul. I'm heading to my storage unit to go clear it out and bring 95% of my belongings back down to California. My stuff's been up here since I moved out of the bus in October. And it's been fine living out of a little suitcase and just building, but it would be really nice to have some of my stuff. But first, I'm gonna go get some coffee, so let's go take care of that. Okay, so I think my plan of attack is going to be to get all of the boxes, my paddleboard, big things like that that I know can go in the bed of the truck in there first. And then the only stuff that's gonna go inside is the stuff that has to, because I feel like that's the little stuff that's going to add up.
This life is a daydream. Our time is a precious thing. We're searching for meaning in the highs and the lows we've seen. When all is said and done, standing on the bright side, can't believe how far we've come. We've only just begun to see the world through new eyes, taking us to great heights. Anything is possible, everything is new, and we'll carry each other. Carry each other, running wild into the night, Technicolor blue, and we'll carry each other, carry each other. One chance in a lifetime, won't stop till we get it right. When all is said and done.
All right, well, the storage unit is cleared out. I'm sweaty, and I have one more load to go put in the truck. But I'd call that a success, even though it was definitely a little bit stressful with this being my last load. Just so many loose items that don't have a box. Well, it was definitely a short stint here in Bend, but we'll be back. I am sure of that. So I'm gonna go to the front desk and check out, and then head to my favorite coffee shop before I head back to California.
I could go around the world, finest diamonds, precious pearls, they'd all turn to dust in my hand. 7 wonders, city streets, ocean air and mountain peaks, they are not the finest in the land. Much more than these I have seen firsthand. 'Cause there ain't nothing, there ain't nothing, there ain't nothing like coming home to you. And no matter where I go, and no matter what I do, there ain't nothing like coming home to you.
I'm finally getting to that point in the drive where I'm not quite tired or bored, but like somewhere in between. That was probably really gross. This has been sitting in my storage unit for a while. Let me use a different bottle. I've been listening to podcasts for a few hours and just enjoying the scenery. Driving through California always makes me realize just how lucky I was to grow up here. And I think it's easy to say that, but like truly, after all of the places that I've been, I still think California is by far one of the most beautiful, if not the most beautiful and diverse. So yeah, it's just nice, even though it's short and I'm not stopping anywhere, to be able to see my state. Honestly, it's something I've thought about a lot over the past couple of months. Just having the camper being done as a goal in my mind is like, what's next? And someone actually asked on one of my last videos where my first destination would be. And while I don't have any one place in mind to go when the camper is done, I think it's gonna be somewhere in California, which feels kind of silly because in the van and the bus, I pretty much spent all of my time outside of my state, but I miss it. And there's so many areas that I still haven't explored yet that I want to go explore. And for some reason, this year just feels like that time. All right, I have about 3.5 hours left. I just had my last snack. I got some water. I'm drinking my greens. That way, hopefully when I get home, I feel good and not like I've eaten trail mix all day for every meal, since I have. And then tomorrow morning, I'm gonna hit it hard with unpacking and getting back to the camper. Okay, good morning from California again. I'm hiding behind my truck right now because the sun is so intense, but it's gonna make for a beautiful day of cleaning out my truck and figuring out what I'm keeping. Now, I think I mentioned yesterday that I am not gonna be keeping everything that I brought back from storage. I had meant to declutter and downsize some of my stuff before I sold the bus, but that transaction happened really, really fast. And so most of those things that I knew I wasn't using and that would be in better hands with somebody else who would use them ended up just getting tossed into storage. So today's the day. I am not going to be bringing anything inside of the house that I don't plan on keeping. So this driveway is about to turn into a bit of a mess, I think. But at the end of the day, I hope that it can all be loaded back into the truck, the stuff that I'm bringing to town, and with people who are actually going to use it. Now, there are a few things. I have some really nice, like perfect condition clothes that I've outgrown or don't wear anymore. I have some outdoor gear that I'm not going to just donate and give away for free. I spent a lot of money on it, but don't use it anymore. All of that stuff is going to be for sale on like a virtual garage sale over on Instagram. So I'll leave a link in the description for my Instagram channel. That'll probably be happening. You'll see this on Sunday, which means that will probably happen Monday or Tuesday, let's say. So make sure to check that out as well. Enough talking this morning. I am going to start unloading. I don't have a plan as to how I'm going to do this, but I'm probably just going to start making piles in the driveway. And anything that I know that I am keeping for sure, like my main backpacking gear, I'm going to go ahead and put that in the house and I'll clean up that all later. So let's get to it. Alright, so obviously I'm still very far from being finished, but we are making progress. I have everything out. Wow, that sun is so bright. Everything is out of the back of the truck and on the ground here behind me, organized into piles. I have a pile for things I'm going to sell. I have some things already in the bed of the truck that are in boxes that I'm bringing to the donation center today. And there's a couple of other things that I'm probably just gonna go and donate to maybe a shelter or another place where someone can use the item just for free, because like some of the gear that I have is probably just gonna get tossed if I bring it to Goodwill, but like a couple of older sleeping bags that I have will be used, hopefully, by people if I bring them to a shelter. From there, I also organize things into piles like clothing, toiletries, kitchen, and outdoor gear. The outdoor gear pile is definitely the biggest, but now I'm just gonna go through everything, make sure everything is still in working order. If anything is broken or unusable, that's unfortunately gonna get thrown away. If I haven't used anything for a long time, or if it's repairable, I might look into repairing that and trying to sell it, but more than likely, just with the time that I have, I'm going to donate those things. And then we should be well on our way. I have a lot of loads of laundry that I need to do today because someone, me, thought it was a good idea to put some of her clothes that were not clean in storage. They're not that dirty, but just they have Tara's dog hair on them. They could use a wash. So I'm gonna go start some laundry, pick all this stuff up out of the driveway. Like, that's my comforter on my truck bed. Stuff needs to be picked up and fixed. And then I'm probably gonna go make a run to the store or the donation store, so that way I can start organizing and getting ready to work back on the camper where all of this stuff is going to live in just hopefully a few short weeks or months. Okay, let's get back to it. All right, well, we just got home. That was a success, I would say, of a day. Getting everything unpacked, getting the things sorted that I am going to be posting for sale in the next couple of days, making a run to the donation center so that way people can actually use the things that I haven't been able to use. And now I'm heading inside to go organize everything. And I won't bore you with those details, but the hope is that by the end of tonight, or tomorrow morning at the least, I will have everything sorted, including building materials that are inside and have been piling up, so I can just put my head down and get to work. I have everything I need to finish the build. I have all of my belongings. I have the camper. Have good weather. The path really is looking brighter and I'm so excited to get back to it. It's been a nice couple of days off to get all of this done, but it's time to get back to work. So I will see you guys on the job next week. And until then, I hope you have a wonderful week. All right, we'll see you Sunday.